Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the last of April, 1st of May, 2019. Glad you're logged on and watching. This show, baseball, and candidates. Let's go.
It's springtime here in Texas, and that means Duncanville Panther baseball right here on Duncanville Weekly News and the Panther Dugout Show. The Panther Dugout Show brings us updates and highlights of the past few games and a peek ahead to the Panthers' next games. The Panther Dugout Show is brought to us by Jane's Memorial Chapel, the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James, by Leon Miller Commercial Properties, and by the Wolverton Company. And now, with the Panther Dugout Show, here's John with all the highlights.
Hello, Duncanville baseball fans, and welcome to the Panther Dugout Show. The Panthers had 5 games in the last couple of weeks, and here's how they did.
Tuesday night, a beautiful evening. The Panthers hosted the W.T. White Longhorns, who are 4-4 and in 4th place in the District 8-6A standings. On the bump for the Panthers is Nick. And we go to the top of the second with no runs or hits, and White has a runner on third with no outs. This Longhorn strikes out for out number 1, and after a ground out to Ray at third, he strikes out this batter to finish the inning with it still 0-0. In the Panther 4th, with 2 on base, with a hit by a pitch and a walk, and 2 outs, Adrian has a chance, but he flies out for the first time we can remember in 27 years. Neither team has a run or a hit after 4 complete innings. We go to the Panther 5th, and the Fahey switch is on, and with 1 out, Elijah gets the first hit of the game, a shot to center field, but was thrown out trying to steal second, and after 5, it's still 0-0. Finally, in the Panther 6th, leadoff man Mario singles to center, and then Nick hits it to short, but Mario is called safe at second, and Nick is safe at first with no outs. Thank you. When Ray gets hit by a pitch, it loads the bases with no outs, and then Nick got hit to score Mario, and it's the first run of the game. Then Rolando singles to right to score Nick and Ray to make it 3-0. With Romero pinch running for Rolando on third. Adrian flies it to left, and Romero trots home with run number 4 in the sacrifice fly. So going to the top of the 7th, it's 4-0 Panthers. The Longhorns load the bases in their 7th with 2 outs, and this wild pitch scores the runner from third, and it's 4-1. But this ground out to Ricardo at short ends it. Final, Panthers 4 and the W.T. White Longhorns 1. The Panthers go to 8-1 in District 8-6A, and W.T. White drops to 4-5. On another beautiful But a little windy Friday afternoon. The Panthers were at W.T. White, the far North Dallas high school. And here's what the Panthers look like in real life. Ricky is the current Friday Panther pitcher, and he's on the mound. And in the Longhorn first, after the Panthers were 3 up and 3 down, they have a runner on second. And this base hit plated a run to make it 1-0 White, with the batter going to second base on this throwing error by Irata. But Ricky got this fly out to Isaiah in left to end the inning. But it's 2-0 Longhorns after 1. In the Panther second, Rolando hits a double to left field, but is left stranded. We go to the Panther fourth, still 2-0 Longhorns, and Ray leads off with a double and goes to third on a Nicholas ground out. Rolando walks. And then Ricardo reaches on a second baseman's error, and Ray scores. And Rolando goes to second. Elijah puts down a sacrifice bunt, and the third baseman makes a poor throw to first, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Irata comes through with a hit to center to score both Rolando and Ricardo. And Elijah goes to third, and it's 4-2 Panthers. Noah is next, and he singles to left to score Elijah. And when he gets caught in a rundown, Irata scores, and Noah goes to third, and it's 5-2 Panthers. With Mario at the plate, and this ground ball plates Noah. And after 3.5, it's 6-2 Panthers. We go to the Panther 6, still 6-2. And with 1 out, Noah doubles to right center field. Then with 2 away, Nick gets hit in the foot, and Edward courtesy runs for the Panther catcher. And then Ray walks to load the bases. Nicholas doubles to right to score Noah and Edward. And Zakori pinch runs for him, and it's 8-2 Panthers. Rolando is next, and he doubles to right field to score Ray and Zakori, and it's 10-2 Panthers. Iron pinch runs for Rolando. And then Ricardo doubles to left center to score Iron. And it's 11-2 Panthers after 5.5. Although it didn't account for any runs, in the Longhorn sixth, they have runners on first and third with one out. And when the Longhorn runner thought the bases were loaded and broke for home, this tag by Ray caused him to be ejected from the game. And Coach Fahey to question the umpire on the call. At least the home umpire could have and should have asked the field umpire his opinion on if the tag was excessive. Everybody was telling him that it wasn't. But this umpire says
I don't really want your opinion on it.
well, what do you think? It looks like Ray just caught the ball as the runner was fixing to run over him, so we go to the white seventh, still 11-2, and Adrian plays third base for the ejected Ray. And Coach Fahey and Longhorn coach agree to appeal the ejection of Ray ruling. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh, Ricky completes another game, covering first on the Noah field and toss. Final, Panthers 11 and the Longhorns 2. These two teams didn't shake hands after the game due to the fact that both teams are on a bubble with the FUIL.
James Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick James and his family, the owners of James Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and James serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to James Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
Tuesday evening at Richardson High School, it was windy but not cold as the Panthers played the Eagles in the next to the last week of the regular season. The Eagles are 4-6 in district play and are on the bubble for the playoffs. In the top of the first with 2 outs, Adrian doubles to left center field. But he's left stranded, and after the half inning, there's no score. It's Tuesday, and that's Nicholas's night on the bump. And once again, he pitched a good game. In the Panther second, Rowe leads off, taking a pitch on the knee, and after Coach Fahey had to explain to the umpire that his name is Rolando, hence the cheer, he walks. And then Ricky walks. And Rowe takes second base. Then with 2 outs, Noah slaps a single to left to score. Rowe and Ricky takes second base. But they're left stranded, but after 2, it's 1-0 Panthers. Nick leads off the Panther third, doubling to right. And then Adrian follows with a double to left to score Nick, and it's 2-0. Then Nicholas singles to left. And Adrian takes third. And then Rolando singles to right, scoring Adrian. But Nicholas is out, trying to reach third. So it's 3-0. Ricardo walks. And then Elijah slaps a hit to left field. That is misplayed. And Rolando scores, and it's 4-0. But 2 flyouts ended the rally. After 2.5, it's 4-0 Panthers. In the Eagle fifth, they have runners on first and second base, and a pickoff attempt at first was missed, and the runner on second was able to score. But that was it. And after 5, it's 4-1 Panthers. We go to the Panther seventh, and Ricky singles to left. Then Elijah sacrifices him to second. Arita swings at a third strike, but the Eagle catcher didn't catch it. And Arita gets on, and Ricky goes to third. Noah hits it down the right field line to drive in both Ricky and Arita, and it's 6-1 Panthers. Noah went to third on a ground out, and with Nick at the plate, a wild pitch plates Noah. So going to the bottom of the seventh, it's 7-1 Panthers. In the seventh, Cesar came in to close this one, and with 2 on and 2 out, he gets the last batter to ground out. Final, Panthers 7 and the Richardson Eagles 1. The Panthers go to 10-1 in district, and the Eagles drop to 4-7.
Leon Miller Commercial Properties is a proud sponsor of the Panthers Dugout Show on Duncanville Weekly News, as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else is. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you're looking for a convenient, accessible, and well-kept space to rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He'll fix you up.
Just a little windy and no moon is not exactly how it was at Bob Brombach Field Thursday evening, as Richardson was here on time to play the Panthers. They played on Thursday because some folks still observe Good Friday. Ricky is on the mound for the Panthers and getting out in the first with no runs. In the Panther first, with 1 out, Nick walks, and Edward courtesy runs for the Panther catcher. And he gets to second on a wild pitch to Ray. Is back, and Ray drives in Edward with this double to left center. And the Panthers grab an early lead with 2 outs. Rolando walks, and both runners steal bases. Ricky hits a ball that the Eagle shortstop can't handle. And Ray scores, but Rolando is caught in a rundown and tagged out. But after 1, it's 2-0 Panthers. In the Eagle second, they score a run and have a runner on third base with 2 outs, but Ricky strikes out the batter to end the threat. After 1.5, it's 2-1 Panthers, but the Eagles scored another one in their third to make it 2-2. Did somebody say something about a moon earlier being full? Duh. It's Fahey change time in the Panther fourth, and they load the bases with one out, and with Areta at the plate, and Rolando gets in another rundown between home and third and is tagged out, and Clayton is tagged out at third also, and we go to the fourth. It's still 2-2. It's still 2-2 in the fifth, and the Eagles have runners on first and third with 2 outs, and they try the doodad play when the runner at first tries to get in a rundown, draw a throw from the catcher, and the runner at third breaks for the plate trying to score, but he is thrown out this time, and Areta gunned him down to Nick, who made the tag. And after 4.5, it's still 2-2. In the Panther sixth, Nicholas leads off, drawing a walk. Then Rolando walks, and Nicholas goes to second. Ricky makes a nice sacrifice bunt to move up the runners. Adrian is intentionally walked to load the bases with 1 out, and Elijah pinch runs for him. Areta walks to score Nicholas, and it's 3-2 Panthers. Then with 2 away, Mario singles to right, and this scores Rolando and Adrian. And Areta goes to third. Mario steals second, but that was it. And after 6 complete, it's 5-2 Panthers. In the top of the 7th, the Eagles have runners on first and third and run the doodad, but this time Nick throws to Areta, and it was on time, and the runner is out. And the Eagles have a runner on third base, forgot to go home, but the next batter singles to left to score him to make it 5-3 Panthers. With 1 away and the tying run at the plate, Ricky gets this pop out to Noah at first for out number 2, and then Ricky completes another game, striking out the last batter. Final, Panthers 5 and the Richardson Eagles 2. The Panthers clinch at least a tie for the district championship at 11-1. Richardson falls to 4-8.
The Panther Dugout Show is sponsored by the Wolverton Company, serving Duncanville, Southwest Dallas area for over 78 years. Wolverton has been a proud sponsor of Duncanville Weekly News since their day one in 1991. From HW to Thomas to Keith to Matthew, Wolverton provides the best heating and cooling and air conditioning service there is. Call them at 972-296-COOL. That's 972-296-2665.
On a typical April Saturday, the Panthers hosted the Kimball Knights in a non-district game at Bob Brombach Field. Cesar Santos is on the mound for this one. And the Knights score first as they have a runner on second with 2 outs, and this line out to Mario at second ends the inning, and it's 1-0 Kimball. But that didn't last long as the Panthers' first batter, Mario, leads off with a double down the left field line, and when the left fielder tries to throw it all the way to Kathy Self-Morgan Way, Mario just keeps trucking and scores to quickly tie the game at 1 apiece. You've heard of hitting to where they ain't? Well, Nick has, and he hits it between second and right field. Then Ray singles to left, and Nick takes third, and Ray takes second. With 2 outs, Noah pops up, but the Kimball third baseman didn't make the catch. And 2 more unearned runs score for the Panthers. And after 1, it's 3-1 Panthers. In the Panther third, Caesar leads off, getting hit by a pitch. And Elijah courtesy runs for the Panther pitcher and steals both second and third bases. When Edward grounds out to the Kimball shortstop, Elijah scores, and it's 4-1. In the Panther fourth, Irita leads off with a walk. And after he stole second, he gets to third on a Kimball pitcher balk. Then he scores on a wild pitch. And after 4 innings, it's 5-1 Panthers. It's still 5-1 going to the bottom of the fifth when Caesar leads off with a walk. And Elijah courtesy runs for him again. And then Romero singles to right field, and Elijah goes to third base. Noah doubles to left center to score. Elijah and Romero goes to third. Herrera then drives them in with this single to right field. And it's 8-1. Zachary Maples makes a rare appearance and doubles to left center to score Irita. And it's 9-1 after Zachary stole third. Clayton walks. Brandon is next, and he hits into a fielder's choice, beating the throw at first. And on the play, Zachary scores, and it's 10-1. And then with 2 outs and Brandon on third, Ray hits it to shortstop, and his throw towards the first baseman is off the wall, and Brandon scores run number 11 to mercy run rule this game. Final, Panthers 11 and Kimball 1 in 5 innings. The Panthers are now 22-6 on the season.
Each show we have a play of the week, and it happened at the W.T. White game when
trailing 2-0 in the 4th inning, Ireta Lofton singles sharply to right center with the bases loaded. Driving in the tying runs. And setting up for a 6-run inning and an 11-2 win. And that's why it's the hit of the week.
The play of the week is brought to us every game and every show by the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James. For all your investment needs, call John or Janelle at 972-780-0533 or come by at 222 East Wheatland right here in Duncanville. It's the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James for the last 34 years.
With a week to go, 2 games, the Panthers have clinched at least a tie for the district championship with an 11-1 record. Pierce and Skyline are both at 9-3, and Lake Highlands 6-6. W.T. White, Richardson, and Molina are 4-8 and on a big bubble. And Berkner, they're not even on a bubble. The last week of the regular season, Tuesday, April the 23rd, the Panthers will be at Molina at 5 o'clock. That game will be played at the junior college across the street. And then Friday the 26th, they will play Molina here at 7 o'clock. Then the week of the 29th by district, and the Panthers will play the 4th place team out of 7-6A, which will either be Mansfield or Grand Prairie. Time, place to be determined.
Recently, the Chamber of Commerce and the Rotary Club had a candidates forum, and here's about a minute from all the candidates that were there.
My 21 years of service and my involvement in campus activities proves my dedication to this district and to the students we educate. I volunteer to meet students and I attend many other campus activities. I believe in and support my district. I am a cheerleader every chance I get. I love this district and what we do for children. I believe these 3 reasons should make me your choice for this position. When re-elected, I can hit the ground running with no lost time for learning policy and procedures. I know my responsibility and I know them well. Vote to re-elect me, Tom Kennedy, place 1. We are doing great things for our students here in Duncanville. I'm asking your support to help continue the exciting opportunities we are working with. Vote to re-elect Tom Kennedy, place 1. Thank you.
I would read the board agenda package front to back, making sure that I understand what all the issues are and the proposals that are included in it. In addition, if I had any questions regarding any of the materials in the book, I would consult with the superintendent so that I could have my answers provided, or answers provided to the questions that I have, so that I can be an informed board member and make decisions based on analytics and just make good quality decisions. I think we have to do our homework. We have a responsibility to do that and to be well versed in the information in the book. And also, I probably, depending upon what the issue was, I would want to check other resources to make sure that I would be able to make an informed decision.
As a school board trustee, I seek to help make an impact. These items are close to my heart and I want to share them with you. Community engagement, to engage parents at every level and opportunity. Parent involvement, to attend school functions and make sure parents know that I am available to them and the teachers as well. Communication to the parents and citizens, to use current methods such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Duncanville ISD website. We do all of those things, but I found out that we need to also have that translated over into Spanish because our population is 50% of Hispanic in the community. Community partnerships, Lions Club, Inspire Program, Rotary Club, and Duncanville Education Foundation are all important for us to bridge together. School budget, to press for a balanced budget, of course, and to ensure that we have adequate funding for our programs.
I have 14 years of experience on the Duncanville School Board from 2000 to 2014, almost as many hours as Tom, not quite as many, but of course he's older than I am. School board training hours through TASB, the Texas Association of School Boards. My husband Tommy and I own a heating and air conditioning company, and we have 7 children who have graduated from Duncanville High School, 1 grandson who has graduated. We have 2 grandchildren that are at Bird, and 3 more coming up. I have experience at teaching, real estate, community volunteering. I have been past chairman of the board for the Chamber of Commerce, past chairman of the Duncanville Lions Club, and I've been on various boards for the city. And Ken Weaver was telling me I only have 2 minutes left, so I barely have enough time to just waste time with that. I was Mother Nature for 16 years. Teaching children about recycling, litter prevention, and beautification of our school district and our city.
I've been endorsed by the Stonewall Democrats of Dallas, as well as by Run for Something, which is a national organization that endorses the best and brightest under 40-year-old candidates. The big things that I'm focusing on are improving the relationship between the Board of Trustees and the community, improving the technology both inside and outside the classroom, reducing wasteful administrative spending and put it back towards teacher and instructional spending, and taking serious action on bullying, because our parents feel like the Board of Trustees isn't really doing anything about it. These are the big things that I want to take on as a Board of Trustee member, along with a long list of other things that, if I were allowed to, I'd stand up for an hour and talk about. I am here to ask for you to give Alexander Baumgartner your vote for Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees Place 3. Thank you.
So I really plan to roll up my sleeves, use all these accolades in the implementation of our bond program, helping the city's comprehensive plan, and one big thing for me is I want to get our citizens engaged. So as I stated before, my training in the military and the fire department have taught me many lessons. As I respond to 911 calls as a firefighter paramedic, I process a lot of data. My training teaches me that I must first assess the situation. In other words, what's going on? Secondly, I've got to evaluate my resources, what I've got, and call for resources I don't have that I will need. Make a decision on my actions, and then I act. So as your District 1 City Council member, I pledge to assess the situation, evaluate the resources, or our resources, decide on our action, one vote, one voice, and then act. Thank you very much.
Fiscal responsibility. This is a sign of a healthy community. Fiscal responsibility. We should, everything that we build, roads, sewer, water, parks, if the numbers don't work, if they can't pay for themselves into perpetuity, then we shouldn't do it. This is a sign of a healthy community. Develop our own and make what we have better. Take what we have and make it better. The outsiders ain't going to come help us. The big developers ain't going to help us. The big corporations, we need to take what we have and we need to make it better. And we become attractive to ourselves and to the inside. The whole world will want to be here. This is a sign of a healthy community. Thank you.
I was a captain in the Army, and they assured me that if I re-upped, I would be promoted. Somehow becoming major minor was not selling like they had imagined. Our goal is to have every student at every school interact with an author every year that they are in our school system. Authors encourage reading and writing, which is what we need. You have a binary choice in District 5, my opponent or me. I am engaged with our community. I have leadership with experience. I have results from my efforts. I have worked with others, and I work well with them. Leaders lead, seek consensus, evaluate the consequences of their decisions, listen, accept criticism, and engage with you. I've done that and will do that in the future.
Over the past 2 years, we've had sanitary sewer overflows, hostile work environment, rental registration, government overreach. These are not my words, this is what I've read. I want to say that this is not what good government looks like. I'm sorry. This is what good government looks like. Additional police protection, fund safe community events, more bike lanes and trails, low water bills, firm and fair code enforcement. These are the things that I want to focus on as a council member. Good government never goes out of style, but over the past few years, good government has seemed to fall out of favor. That's the truth as I see it. So good government is knocking, and I just want you to know that it's time to trade up. Thank you.
Chaplain of the football team from 2008 to 2015. Currently, I'm on the Duncanville ISD Career and Technology Education Committee, Southern Dallas Youth, a Young Life Committee member, and I also am co-founder of the Southern Dallas Alliance of Mental Health Professionals, a board member for Grant Halliburton Foundation, and an adjunct professor at Southern Bible Institute and College. I'm seeking re-election in Duncanville City Councilman Board because I remain passionate about our community. I care about those that live, learn, play, and yes, work here in our city. 2017 marked my first political venture, and there is no manual that comes with being a city councilman. and I believe that as your councilman at large, I've been a servant and a voice for all the citizens. I thank you for your support as I'm seeking re-election as councilman at large here in Duncanville.
Election day is May the 4th, but early voting starts April the 22nd through April the 30th at the Duncanville Library from 8 to 5 p.m. If you want to know where to vote on election day in your district, ask most anybody. We'll be back on or before May the 7th
with highlights of those baseball games and the election results. As we close, let's see some more of the Candidates Night activity.
And we'll see you May the 7th.
And we alternate hosting this Candidates Forum each year. So one year the school district will sponsor and host, and next year the city will. That's why we're here at the new school today, and we'd like to thank our superintendent of schools, Dr. Smith, for hosting this year's forum in our brand new Acton Elementary School.
It's located in downtown on Davis Street. And I've lived and worked in southern Dallas County all my life. Over the years, our company has improved or built many properties in Duncanville and recruited many more businesses to go with them, such as Main Station, Roma's Italian Food, La Mexicana, Tortilla Factory, and Sabor Restaurant, Personalized Communications Call Center, Pet Village, and WNB Service Company, just to name a few.